Woodstock is a small picturesque town in the north of the county of Oxfordshire. It lies on the southern edge of the Cotswolds, some 8 miles north of Oxford. In close proximity is the World Heritage Site of Blenheim, the birthplace of Sir Winston Churchill. The parish church of St Mary Magdalene has served the needs of the local population and visitors alike on both a spiritual and communal level for nearly 1,000 years. But time has taken its toll, and there is an urgent need for significant restorative and repair work to be carried out on the interior of the building. At the same time, the opportunity will be taken to adapt the church to better serve the needs of both young and old in the 21st century and beyond, taking advantage, wherever possible, of advances in technology while still preserving its architectural features beloved by so many. To finance this work, extensive fundraising has been carried out over the past few years, featuring coffee mornings, draws, sponsorship events, and many generous gifts from all sections of the community, not the least of which was a very generous gift of money from the 12th Duke of Marlborough.
Hallelujah! Christ is risen!
He is risen indeed! Hallelujah!
We stand to sing the hymn, All My Hope on God is Found. All my hope on God is founded. Yield to my trust in you. If you change the trusty lion, only good and only true.
Our sisters and brothers, after many years of prayer, preparation and hard work, you stand at the threshold of an exciting and testing journey. You bid farewell to a building you love, which has helped to shape and form you in your discipleship. You embark on a pilgrimage of trust and hope, committing yourself to worship in new ways and in new places. You seek the blessing of the one who always goes before us as you continue the work of mission and service to the people of this town.
smashing. I have the power. Well, the archaeologist, when he was here yesterday, because we just dug this surface hole down here, unfortunately we didn't find anything, but one of the things he was telling me while we was doing this, because he found these stones down here, which is, he thinks, part of the original footings, was that this door liner, this door frame here, is part of the original church, built Romanesque time, sometime around 1200, the 12th century. But this isn't the original door, this isn't the original position for it. This was actually moved in the 14th century. And these windows were also added at the same time. So the original position of this door, we don't really know. So it could have been here, but it could have been maybe here. So maybe the church was just a lot smaller then, because the Romanesque churches, what he was telling me about back in those days there, they didn't know how to build correctly. You know, in Egypt they were building great big pyramids, and in Rome they were building great big like that. But in England we were still really behind the time in engineering scale things. So buildings only had really, really small little windows and a doorway. This was quite a large doorway for Romanesque times. So he thinks that the original church would have been very small, maybe with only a couple of little original windows where these ones were, and then in the 14th century, when they worked out what they're doing, they repositioned the door, maybe extended the church a bit bigger and put in windows.
Right, be 1 second. I think I'll bring them up. Yeah, bring them up a bit closer.
Yeah, this is a sample of the box. This is the one going on this side here, and the cables will go inside there on the way through, and then our LED light sits on top of that. That goes up against there, and the light shines up against the window there. Hi guys, I'm Hudson Lister from Edgar Taylor. This is Mary Magdalene's church. This is coming towards the end of the project now. We've done quite a lot, so I'm just sort of going to show you around and see a few of the final and finished things that we've done. So you can see that the floors have been done, they've been sanded. Now these floors got sanded 9 times each area. We've also got the tile cleaner here, man down here, I don't know if you'll see him out of shot, but he's been cleaning the tiles this week and sealing them. Which will give them a nice, just prolong their life, bring the colour and rejuvenate them back in. Moving up, we've also got the radiators and everything have also been fitted now. There's an oak servery. Hiding underneath there cleverly is a cooker, fridge and a dishwasher with a lovely sink as well, beautiful marble. Moving around the church, the main entrance here, we actually formed a ramp coming in because before it wasn't really wheelchair accessible. You guys had to use little ramps and stuff, but we've dismissed that now. Formed a lovely little ramp, which is beautiful and nice and easy for you guys to hopefully be able to get in and out of the church without problems. Over in the corner, moving around here, we actually have some AV guys that are over here. They're fitting in the new sound system. Also, they fitted a projector, which is almost cinema quality, and you're going to have a big 2.5 metre screen coming down, so movie nights in the church are going to be abundant. It's going to be fantastic for you guys. Moving up towards the lights, there's been a vast amount of lights that have been fitted, really filling the church full of light. We've got lights, the higher lights are especially angled, so when you've got different events on, you can have different lighting, different settings. You've actually got 10 different settings for any different things that might be happening in the church, whether it be a wedding, whether it be a service, a meeting, or even if you're just sitting down having a meal or a coffee morning. Not much more to be done to the church now. The church is getting handover in a few days' time, just a little bit of snagging and a lot of cleaning. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much your church done after 5 months. Hopefully we've achieved what you guys were expecting and hopefully you're happy with it. Thank you very much for having us. It's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful working on this project. I've loved working in this church and I've loved working with the guys and everyone involved in it. I'm actually choking up a little bit saying this. Thank you very much and I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Madam Mayor, Your Graces, distinguished guests and friends, welcome to this service, which is an amazing moment in the life of the church in this town.
It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, that he gives you his beloved sleep. Lo, sons are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of the warrior are the sons of one's youth. Happy is a man who has a quiver full of them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies at the gate.
place of joy and light, with a strong spiritual centre. A place that all our community would feel welcome always.
Team. And thanks to the hard work and commitment of everyone involved, and the financial support of the congregation, the community, legacies, grants and generous donations.
Make our church a source of support for those who are struggling, and a place of healing for those who are in pain, so that your kingdom of justice and joy may grow, and lead to the mending of our broken world.
Austin here for the love and fellowship shared by our church community, for the sense of partnership and joy with our town and county, for the warmth of the links with our sister churches in Woodstock and Bladen and the wider world.
But it is a delight to be here tonight. However, I must begin with bad news, Adrian. I have a feeling that you and the architect and the builders may have left out the latest thing that every church should have. I only learnt about it yesterday from the Bishop of Oxford. He, as you may know, is currently sitting in the House of Lords on a committee on artificial intelligence. And he learned yesterday, just yesterday, that what every church needs is available on Amazon, and it is, of course, the iPotty. This is the potty to which you can attach your iPad. Go to Amazon and find out if you are a church for the noughts to well over 100s, you need this facility. The good news is, however, no wiring is required, so you will not have to dig up the flooring once again. You can check it out afterwards, it does exist, I am sure. I always believe my bishop. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labour in vain. God doesn't just love everybody. He loves you and he loves me. And that's often the most difficult task we find to learn. And this place, this holy place, can help with that journey of discovery. It's a place to worship, a place that serves this community, a place to discover and to relish the self-giving love of our generous God. For unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labour in vain.